Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another video on Ricky's World. I'm your host, Ricky, and welcome back, my rock stars. I hope everyone's staying safe out there, and I hope everyone's started their New Year's really, really swell and really, really well. Welcome back, my rock stars. On today's video, I wanted to do like a little something because I haven't really got a chance to like really come on here and really talk to you guys about myself for a while, and I think like all the videos I've been posting have been all about me unboxing, traveling, and showing you guys the things out here that I've been doing. And I think it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Even though it's a new year, I think it'll be kind of awesome for me to do this. So I'm really happy to do this and like talk about everything that's been going on with my life. So welcome to another, or not another, let's make it to a new podcast for myself, or me, myself, and I. Alrighty, so hi my rockstars, welcome back to another video or another new podcast that I am trying to work for myself. Welcome to my very first podcast. I'm Ricky. I make videos. Well, I'm trying to at the moment. This year has been started as really, really rough for myself. Um, this year has hit me really kind of hard, but positive vibes only. It started with work, and then of course my New Year's resolution, which when it comes to like a New Year's resolution, I know people are probably gonna like do it right away. And as for me, it has been really, really rough, only because as a teacher, there are things that you need to do first and things that you need to focus on, which is work. And then so I kind of really don't have like a lot of free time when it comes like me coming home and relaxing, because it's like the next day you're gonna start all over again. And it's like a lot, like a lot of it starts off like kind of like rough. Anyways, I hope again, I hope that like everyone started their New Year's really, really well. As for me, it has been treating me really well, and I love this year so far. Even though January is such a long, long month, and I'm just tired of January already. Sorry, but not sorry. This month has, got me so many good opportunities, and I got so many good blessings starting off this year. For me, I had hit a year already at my workplace as a teacher. I already hit a year and 11 days now. So I'm real proud of myself for that. As a teacher, you're always going to have a lot of responsibilities, and you're always going to get, these little mistakes here and there. And it's okay, you're barely learning. If you guys do not know, I am a teacher. I am a full-time teacher. I start in the morning from 7 to kind of 4 to 4:30. And as a teacher, I kind of love it, only because I've been around my nieces and nephews so far, and and I love my niece and nephew. So as a teacher, it's kind of like something that like I didn't think I would be surrounded by little ones. And I teach preschoolers. You are gonna have your days like with teaching and being able to like calm yourself, but at the end of the day, you guys tell yourself like, hey, you're gonna be absolutely fine. Um, and if I don't know if this makes a point or anything like that, but I will only work for only the families that are like in the Navy, Marines, Army, Navy, all the branches of those corps. And I only work for only these families, only because the job that I work for only goes with those. So I don't really work out for the public, because I know like some places they want you to like have a degree. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My hair's just like looks really weird like that. But yeah, I'm really happy with my job, and I'm really happy with the people who like I really work with. Um, I have made so many good friendships, good memories, and I was just so happy that I made it to a year with these people, and I am really happy to be around such amazing, blessing people. When I first doing this thing, like me going on back on YouTube this year. Oh my god, what's that behind me? Oh, it's the not cheap knockoff of Joe 10. So when I first decided I wanted to like do podcasting, I actually was really excited because I got like the little Rode. Okay, so long story about this. So I got like these little microphones on Rode website, and they're doing like a little like discount bundle pack. and it was saying like if you buy the little microphone things, and you'll get like what I have right here is like the hold on, you may not hear me, but this microphone pack, which is like this green one I have in my hand. So I bought the red ones, and they had like different colors for like the mic. It was like different colors like red, green, purple, etc. So I got my little red mic cord, whatever, and I wanted the purple one of the mic. So when I bought it, I was like so excited, and when it came in the mail, I only got my little square microphone thing. I didn't get my microphone, so I was really disappointed. So I kind of like sent an email to Rode telling them like, y'all, we're having a bundle discounted thingy. What happened to it? They're like, all materials and the stuff that they needed were off stock or something like that. I don't know. Supplement was low. So they told me that I had to wait for next week for my package to come in, and I waited at least for a month, and it never came in. So I was really like kind of upset. So of course I went to my good best friend, Amazon. Went to see if Amazon had this one. Went to see if they had the Rode microphone. They did. I got the green one, the lime green one, and I got like a heart red microphone, which I was so excited. And I was gonna make like a video of me like kind of like talking bad to Rode, but I was like, you know what? I guess Rode just wanted people to just spend money on their website. So, it was kind of whatever. Road, if you are just trying to make people spend money, I didn't spend it on you guys. So but if you guys want to check Amazon, they have like these colors, or you guys want to do a DIY. I did get some from Amazon. I was going to do a DIY one, but I told myself that's going to take forever, but I'm really happy that I got this microphone. It's really cute, like, the little red ones in here. Yeah, like the red ones in there. So I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. I would always have like a little difficulty when it comes to like me trying to like shoot the videos. Like, of course, like in Hawaii, it's gonna be humid already. So, and I usually make my videos like at nighttime because it helps me like relax and know like when the light's hitting me. I do like to record during the daytime, but it's kind of hard to because I kind of wake up kind of late because I'm kind of tired from like the day before, and I only make videos like I always try to record my videos on the weekends when I'm off because I'm always tired when I get off work and I don't really got time, you know. So with this, I'm trying to put this to my channel, doing like little podcasts. Another thing that I am trying to do is I am trying to travel a lot this year. I do have like friends and family in Texas, and I'm really wanting to like do interviews with them and talk to them how they're doing, have little laughs. And I know I'm gonna do one later on this year with my cousin Michael, and it's gonna be like so much fun. We're gonna do like talking about like how we've been doing. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna drink. Yeah. So I'm really excited to do that. Um, with this whole podcasting thing because I think it'll be like so much fun, especially like for the viewers and drinking and then on the podcast. I hope that's allowed on YouTube though. I don't know. Yeah, that's something I'm really trying to do this year. I'm trying to go to Texas to see my grandparents and family and friends out there. I am trying my best to like really like keep pushing myself to the limits for myself, only because it's like always been kind of like hard for me to try to do certain things, and I always do it, but then like I know like there's always gonna be obstacle courses that you gotta handle, and there's gonna be like little ways that are gonna be in your way. And for me, I'm not a person to give up no matter what situation is. I'm gonna try to go over it or make my way through it. So that's something I'm trying to do on here is podcasting, traveling, and kind of keep pushing forward with myself. All that everything has been really, really well for me. I'm still in Hawaii. Hawaii is still the same. If you ever come to Hawaii, I highly recommend you guys coming. Vacation out here in Hawaii could be kind of expensive, but I highly recommend anyone who is trying to come to Hawaii make that as like a bucket list for 2026. Um, for me and being in Hawaii, you're always gonna like see the beaches, mountains, all the, you know, things if you live in Hawaii. I live right here by like the Alawai, which is like kind of like the Alawai. I don't know if I'm saying it right. If it's the Alawai, but it's like the main streets. Okay, so it's my building, which I'm in right now. It's my building, and it's like the main street, and then the Alawai is like the water that like streams like to the ocean or something like that. I don't know. So this is like basically like the main street. So that's why like whenever like I record at nighttime, you're gonna hear like mopeds, motorcycles, or loud music because I'm literally recording like next to like my patio and it's so loud. So like I don't know if you guys ever see me videos like that, it's because I love to record like in the mornings when it's like the sunny times. It's so pretty because you can see like the mountain rise and you can see like the sun, and it's just so pretty when it comes out like that. um that's something that like I'm really love to see in the mornings, like whenever like I wake up and I see like the mountains light, and you know it's just so pretty. um when I first moved out here next to the Alawai, you would always see like people doing stupid shit and like just like being dumb or fighting and stuff like that. And you know, it's really entertaining, but it's not. But it's funny. I don't know. Another thing that I have taught myself and learned for myself that I'm really fucking funny. Like there's things that I say and like you guys are gonna see it when I do it, because the thing about me is like I will say something like from a reference, like from a movie or a show or whatever. I think we all have done that growing up, where like we say a reference from a movie, like from Scary Movie, like you know how Scary Movie one, where she's like, "Oh, that's not my boyfriend. I mean, I fucked him twice, but that was it." Like, you know, there's things like that that like I would say, and I'm gonna make people freaking laugh now. Um, Last year I actually had like a karaoke party, and it was just like so much fun. I invited only my coworkers, and you know, not their specific others or no kids, and it was just so fun. Like things like that, like I love to do, and I just feel like the reason why I built up so many friendships is because like I was really funny like in the break room or in like when we're like away from like our work environment, because I was just so funny, especially like when we have like training days. I'm such a person to like be around next to, because I'm gonna be like screaming out like the funniest shit. Like when it comes to like the training days, you're gonna hear people say their name, or you're gonna hear people be like, oh, keep it going, or clock that shit, like you know. um I don't know, working with these amazing people like at work just brings so much joy. And I have built like so much love to myself that like I didn't even know about. um and I cannot wait to like keep growing that on YouTube and like keep showing it on my YouTube channel. um I'm just like so lovable around so many people. Like if you see me, you're gonna say like, oh, he's just always smiling. And I am always actually always smiling. Like that's the thing about me. Like I love to smile. I am not a person to send out negative energy. If you are going through something like a bad day, or you know, I will go ahead and like be like, hey, like you know, I just wanted to see if you're okay. You know, keep your head up. Don't let anyone bring you down. Such like a positive person. Like the moment like I walk through like the workplace room, you're gonna see like a big energy on me, and I love to send that. Like I will send like a big laughter into your mouth, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, Ricky just made my morning. You know, and I'm lovable just like that. um this week, or no, not this week, I'm sorry. Well, let me get this straight up. So if anyone's watching like the new RuPaul's Drag Race season 18, cheers to you guys, because I am such a big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. um so every time like I walk to the break room, I always say something like the most craziest shit. Like this week, I was walking in like kind of like fancy, you know, like you know how like drag racers they walk in, or like they have like that model walk. I have a model walk of my own. um my coworkers kind of saw me and they're like, oh wait, go back, like you know. And then what I said was like, when I walked back into the hallways and I walked into like the break room, I yelled out, why are you recording me? And like everyone just started fucking laughing, like you know. And that's why I love it myself, you know, because like I'm able to like bring that energy towards everybody, especially like at a workplace. Like people are gonna be like, oh fuck, like I don't want to go to work today. But then there's one person who could cheer you up, and that's me. And I'm like so happy that I could like do that. I'm able to like brings so much like happiness and joy and laughter to like the workplace. And I think that's how like people who get out throughout the day is just a little smile and a little laugh. When I first started working as a teacher, know I knew the moment that like when people were about to work with me, they knew the environment was gonna change. And a lot of people always told me like, you're such a good person to work with, you're so a hard worker, you're just so funny, you're so energetic. And I'm like, well, yeah, because as a teacher, it's like I feel like everybody, not as a teacher, but I think like any workplace, I think somebody should have like a little positivity in the workplace. Because it keeps the day going, and it just puts a smile and laughter in your face. And just my other job before I started working as a teacher was I used to work at a party city. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, wait. Before I started working as a teacher, I used to work at a party city here in Honolulu. Um, I don't know if it's a family or a business company. I don't know. But I used to work at a party city here, and to me, I didn't think I was ever gonna work at a party city, only because like I thought party city was like not really on my radar. Only because I needed a job when I first got to Hawaii. Um, I only went for like the money only at Party City. I really like, don't get me wrong, like the manager, the coworkers I had were like so swell. They were okay. I wasn't really a big fan of one of them. Um so when I first applied to Party City, like of course like I was like that energetic person. I don't think I ever had like a bad day when I used to work at Party City. I think the only bad days I only used to have was oh my god, was with one of the managers. Um he was just so like ugly. I think he was younger. I think he was probably like a 19-year-old manager, or I don't know, but I just remember like I used to go into work with a smile, and he used to be real serious. Like I don't know, I really felt like he wasn't really a good manager. Why? Because I know it was like two managers. It was like two managers, and then there's like the district manager who was like the boss, and I just remember like me just going to work, and I never used to like working with that one because I feel like he was just so negative. He didn't know how to smile a lot, and he looked like he didn't really want to like carry so much and do a lot when it came to like a lot of things to the workplace. And when it came for like me asking for advice or help, he always had like a sarcastic, ugly voice, and I didn't like that as in the workplace. And I remember like one time I kind of like was trying like to make him laugh, whatever, and he kind of said like, we don't do that here, we're here to work. And I'm like, well, of course we're here to work, but like a little laughter could like bring a little joy to you, especially if you're a manager. And I think for him, I think he didn't really care for his job. I just thought like he was just there for the money, which I was there just for the money too. But if you really like care so much, about the money, put a little effort into it, I guess. Um, but I really did enjoy working with some of the people there. I actually didn't like days when it came to like specific people, like what they wanted, like balloon orders. So the balloon orders were like kind of like, they were like the most easy ones. The only ones I didn't really like were like the latex ones, because there's like a limit of how much helium you can put into them, and if you put way too much, it's gonna pop. um there was times where like, we had there was times where we did have like balloons that would just pop just like that with a snap of your finger, and it would literally like freak me out sometimes. Or I don't know. um Working at Party City, I did get a chance to like talk to people and really like get to know like the island, and and they really gave me some advice like where to go and stuff like that. My last day was around October, and I just before I do get that, before I clock the T, I do want to say is that like I was really good. I had a good friendship with the district manager, who was just like the owner of the store. He was honestly like a real nice guy, and I didn't really see him as like a bad manager, because I know like sometimes you're gonna have like a bad manager like where we work at, but I didn't think like that as as him. Like he was so kind, he was real sweet, and I really thought he was really really kind. But the moment that like I kind of like told him that I couldn't do it no more was around like kind of like October time, which is Halloween, and I remember like we had to like really like be like doing these trainings, and I'm like, okay, like we get it, we gotta do this and that, the costumes, and and it really kind of like affected me a little bit, like especially because they wanted me to start at a certain time, and during that time period I was really like taking my nieces and nephews to school, and that manager basically told me like, well, your work comes first for family, and it really just like affected me a little bit there. So I kind of told myself, you know what, this isn't the job for me. I really thought like the manager was really swell at that till that point, and I don't know. And now that I work like at a school now, I literally drive past by the Party City, and I don't know. Ever since last year, they were saying they're gonna go bankrupt or whatever. I don't know if they're gonna go bankrupt or whatever and stuff like that. But um, I guess that Party City isn't gonna go bankrupt because I guess it's like a family owned type Party City, and and I hope that people that are working there are working really really well, and you know even notice the shirt I'm wearing, like this champion shirt. Got a freaking Target. I like this shirt, by the way. Um, what else? What else has been going on with me here? I know I'm trying to do like a lot of things here in Hawaii. Live in Hawaii. I know like if you're like from somewhere differently, you're gonna wanna like want something they don't have it here. Excuse me. And one thing that I wish Hawaii had was like Mexican food. Of course, I am Mexican. I'm from San Jose, Texas, and the one thing that Mexican people do crave all the time is freaking tacos and Mexican food, and I am someone like that only because I love my Mexican food. Here, they don't really have that here. Um, so like it's kind of hard when it comes to things like that. I think all you're gonna get here is like Thai food or like Chinese food or like Hawaiian food. The Hawaiian food is actually really good here. Actually, I think like the only thing that I love here is like the chicken katsu. I don't know if that's Hawaiian. Musubis is something that I have never heard of. I don't know if Texas has musubis or anything like that, but that's something that like I really fell in love when I came to Hawaii. And then the sushi, like sushi, I am such a big fan. You cannot say no to sushi. I could eat sushi anytime, any place, anywhere, or anytime. But I think sushi is really really good. I really love that. It's chinkatsu, sushi. What else? What else? I think that's like the only places that I think that I love here in Hawaii. I don't know. There's another place. What's another place? I don't know. I think that's it. I'm kind of thinking that's it at the moment of the places of what I here in Hawaii. I do like to see like whenever like I like to go for the drives like on the mountains. Like I like to see like the water like dripping like off the mountains, or like when it rains like the clouds whatever. I love to see that. Another thing that I am wanting to do here if I ever do leave Hawaii is go look for the chameleons. I know there's certain types of chameleons out that live here in Hawaii, and there's only a certain time that you can see them. Another thing that I've been wanting to go do is go swim with the manta rays, only because. Oh wait, no no no. I want to go swim with the whale sharks with the manta rays because that's something that everyone should do if you ever go to Hawaii, which I have not done yet. I want to do it, but I know you can't swim them here at Honolulu. You gotta go like to the big island. Um, One thing that I recently have done was I went into like a submarine, and this one like you go on like on a boat, and then they'll take you like where the submarine's at, and like it's so cool how like the submarine goes up because it looks like a jacuzzi with like where the bubbles go up. I actually made a vlog about that. Y'all should probably go check that out. That was really really cool. I highly recommend. If anyone has ever done that, do it. If you ever come here, I think it's called the Atlantis submarine. I believe that's what it's called. Another one that I did like when I got here to Hawaii was the Kuluna Ranch, which it's like a, I don't know. I guess you can call it like a tour. It's basically like a movie tour slash plantation slash, where they filmed Jurassic Park, Lost, George of the Jungle, you know, all these movies. And I think it's really, really cool how, like, some movies were filmed here on the island. There are actually some movies that, like, were really, really filmed here. And it's so cool to be around that. It really, like, brings, like, a little heart to me because, like, growing up, I did grow up watching, like, all the Jurassic Park movies. And for you to go and see, like, the log and the path where they were running from the dinosaurs, like, I think that was so, so cool. I really want to go do that, but I only want to do, like, the Jurassic Park tour. They have, like, certain ones you could do. There's, like, a horseback riding, the CTVs. Wait, not CTVs. Oh my god, the there's, like, a go kart one. Sorry, I don't know why I said CTVs. I got confused with cameras. Um, that one. There's zip lining, and then there's, like, a movie tour, the plantation one, and then I think there's, like, a secret island one where, like, you go on a boat. I don't know. That's what I heard. But those are, like, the ones that, like, I highly recommend if you ever come to Hawaii. Another one that I highly recommend if you ever come to Hawaii is um going whale watching. Now, when I first got here, I did whale watching. However, I did not see any whales. I think some of the people on our boat saw whales. I didn't see no whales. I only got a chance to see sharks for, like, maybe, like, 10 minutes. That was it. They did, like, a sharks feeding, and I thought it was really, really cool. Um, if you guys ever come out here, you are gonna see, like, a lot of turtles as well. Funny story about that. Recently, I went to the beach and we bought, like, the little floaty chairs to put in the water, and we kept seeing, like, this one turtle pop its head out, like, maybe, like, 3 times, like, from far distance, like, one, two, and we didn't notice that we were getting far out from the, like, the sand or the beach, whatever. And when we were going farther away, I guess we were, like, starting to swim to, like, shore, and we are just relaxing, like, in the middle of, like, kind of like the farthest, then it's, like, the middle, and then, like, the sound, whatever. So we're kind of chilling, me and my friend, and I guess all of a sudden, like, I started screaming because the turtle, like, popped up, like, right in front of, like, me and my friend. And I the whole time I kept having my ass up because I kept telling my friend, like, I didn't want it to eat my ass or bite my ass because I was, like, so fucking scared, and I was just, like, panicking. I was like, dude. Then my friend goes, like, they don't bite. I said, I don't know. I seen that video of that girl going on vacation and that turtle bit her ass. So I don't know. I didn't want to have a misshaped ass the whole time if I was gonna be in Hawaii. Stars. I think that's gonna be all the time we're gonna have for today, honestly. Only because I wanted to see how this podcast really, really goes, and really talk to you guys about any little things that's on my mind. I don't know. It was really fun to try this out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more of this podcast, or excuse me, or to see more vlogs or more unboxing videos or whatever I post on my YouTube channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more, like I said, subscribe to my channel. Let's keep it fresh, keep pushing yourself. You can do it. Please don't let anyone um tell you otherwise. You are perfect the way you are. Just little words of wisdom to anyone. And I'll see you guys next time on Ricky's World. Peace out, my rock stars.